Which investment bank has the best benefits package? What's up, guys? It is your boy Jerome back at it with another video. Last week, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal that talked about all of the new benefits that Goldman Sachs is adding for their investment bankers. And that got me thinking, what are benefits packages like at other banks in 2021? What are some of the new things that they've added, and are any of them better than what we saw in Goldman Sachs last week? Well, that is exactly what we're going to do today, but before we do, I would greatly appreciate if you guys would all smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. And in this video, we're just going to be focusing on benefits and policies, not on the base salary or any changes they've made to that. If you want to know some changes that they've made to base salaries, I've got another video on that, so make sure to go check that out on the channel as well. I'll have that link somewhere on the screen. And just to give credit where credit is due, this article that I'm basing this video off of is written by Sarah Butcher on the efinancialcareers, and I will make sure to link that article down below just in case you guys want to check that out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it with Barclays. So it looks like Barclays is instituting a new policy for analysts and associates to stop working between 9 p.m. on Friday and 9 a.m. on Sunday. So, solid 36-hour break there. But here's the catch. It's only when they're on live deals. This is nice, but at the same time, how often are these junior bankers not on live deals? They're also adding a policy that says that any work with a Monday deadline shouldn't be assigned, looks like past noon on Friday. And then finally, junior bankers are being asked to completely disconnect from work for 2 lots of 5 days each year. So I guess just 2 full weeks taken separately, but you take 5 days at a time. Here's why I'm skeptical. Because in an industry like banking, the client always comes first. So if a client asks for some work to be done on Monday, your boss probably isn't going to be like, oh, sorry, I can't get it to you on Monday because it's already past noon on Friday, so I can't assign my work to my junior bankers. No. More than likely, they're going to say yes, and the team is going to have to figure out how to meet that deadline and make it work. The client always comes first. So that's why I'm a little bit skeptical about these types of policies, because as soon as the client asks for something, it just kind of goes out the window. Anyways, let's move on to Bank of America. iPads for everyone. All right, moving right along to Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse is offering all of their junior bankers a $20,000 special one-time bonus. That's pretty good. Also, looks like their junior bankers can go home at 8 p.m. and get free meals. Yes! Now, this is something I can get behind. I think one of the most difficult aspects of banking is, yes, sure, the long hours, but more importantly, the long hours in the office. I personally would much rather have the option to do those long hours from home in my pajamas where I'm comfortable. Good on you, Credit Suisse. This is a good one. I like this one. What else? Looks like they're going to continue with their existing policies of protected leave and no work on Saturdays. Again, just like with Barclays, I'm a little bit skeptical, but we'll see what happens with that. Moving right along to Goldman Sachs. I know we talked about Goldman a lot last week, but one big thing that their CEO, David Solomon, said was that he would step up enforcement of the protected Saturday. But then, of course, he followed up with this quote, and he said, "Just remember, if we go an extra mile for our client, even when we feel we're reaching our limit, it can really make a difference in our performance." Really, David? For Jefferies, it looks like they provided all analysts and associates at the firm with either a Peloton bike, a mirror, or an Apple Watch? Whoa! Hold on. A Peloton or an Apple Watch. Those two things are not on the same level. Those are two very different price categories, man. Come on. Who's picking the Apple Watch over the Peloton? And it looks like rumor is that they're also switching their analyst program to a 2-year promotion period. So analysts will now hit that associate pay package a little bit faster. Not as common across the other banks, but that's, I can get behind that one too. That one's pretty cool. Next up, we've got JP Morgan. It looks like they're going to enforce Saturdays off more fiercely and force bankers to take at least 3 weeks of vacation per year. Forced vacation? I mean, I'm for it. You can force me to take 15 days off a year. Sure. And just like Credit Suisse, they're also encouraging bankers to go home by 7 p.m. And like I said, when we talked about Credit Suisse, that's fantastic. I think that's a great one. And I think all banks should adopt some sort of policy like that where junior bankers get to go home at a reasonable hour and continue whatever work they have from home. Next, we've got Houlihan Lokey, who are giving a all expenses paid vacation and 10 full days out of the office. I don't know if that was like a everyone at the office went to the same place kind of vacation, or like, do you get to pick where you go? Because I feel like I would pick somewhere like Cabo or somewhere in the Caribbean. And all expenses paid? Dang, that's pretty good. Also, is this like a one-time thing or like an every year thing? Because if it was an every year thing, that'd be pretty insane. And also, no work past midnight and 1 protected day for 24 hours a week. 1 protected day for 20. That's a weird way to say that. Why can't you just say protected Saturday like the other banks did? Next up, we've got Moelis Co. And it looks like they're doing evening meal stipends that have been doubled to $60 per weekend meal. $60, that's a lot of money. You could get dinner for you and your partner with that kind of money. And it looks like they're going to be limiting the size of the pitch books and an agreement that seniors will sign off on pitch book shells before any work is done to avoid wasting analysts' time. I think that's great. I think if it actually increases efficiency, then other banks should also follow that model. There are a lot of inefficiencies as a junior banker, and one of them is just doing work that ends up not being used at all. So if this sign off on the shell method works, great. And finally, for UBS, excluding their promotion bonus or whatever this is, it looks like they're adding a meal stipend of $24 per day. Really, UBS? That's it? That's all you got? Okay. My final thoughts are kind of the same as what I mentioned at the beginning after Barclays. I think all of these banks are trying, which is great, but I'm still very skeptical because most of these new policies revolve around protected time and time off. And like I said, in an industry like this, the client always comes first. And that's not a bad thing. When you accept a job as an investment banker, you should definitely set your expectations accordingly, knowing that you're going to be working really long hours under really stressful conditions. But that's what you're being paid for. I just don't think banks should make promises that they can't keep. But Jefferies, I will take a Peloton if you've got any left over. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was educational and that you got something out of it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. As always, I'm Jerome with All Things Tech and Finance, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.